What's up, guys? Got a cool, fun little recipe I thought I'd share. Basically like a seafood boil, shellfish boil. We're going to do clams, we're going to do shrimp, it's going to have sausage, all kinds of other good stuff. As usual with my videos, really quick, really simple to do. Probably takes about 15 minutes or so, beginning to end, including cutting up your onion, so not bad at all. We're going to do it tonight with a little bit of a Southwest Mexican kind of flair with some lime and chilies. Let's check out what we got here real quick. First of all, the plate of all the accoutrement, which is yellow onion, garlic, little red potato, and dewy sausage. Which, yeah, I know if I'm doing this Mexican or Southwest, it should be chorizo, but I got andouille. A little bit of corn, lime, seasoning over here, salt, pepper, some fresh oregano, little chili de arbol, and some chipotle flakes. Gonna give it a little spice with that. Some big Mexican white Gulf shrimp. Hopefully we can get some Gulf shrimp you know, next year with that mess right there. And finally some clams, and over here some tomatoes. So seafood, get the best. My best recommendation to you is get to know the guy that you're buying your seafood from, because he's not going to screw you. He's going to give you the best stuff. And get fresh clams in the shell, fresh prawns, and you don't have to get the jumbo ones like I did. You can get 2630s somewhere in there. 3140s are okay, but not little baby prawns, not frozen, pre-cooked, anything like that. So just start out fresh. So here we go. Like I said, it's pretty simple. Make sure we can see what's going on over here. My fancy camera work. Okay. So first of all, pan, really hot. It's been heating up for about 10 minutes on just about high, just about all the way. Throw a little olive oil in there. Just a second and a swirl. Right away we're going to get those onions and garlic in there. If you watch my videos before, you know I use my hands for everything. Shouldn't be scared to touch your food, right? So onions and garlic, that andouille sausage, and basically we're just going to let that brown up. Those onions cook, that sausage, get a nice little brown on the sausage. Won't take too long, about a couple minutes probably. And once that's done, we're going to throw those potatoes in there. We're going to throw, oh, I forgot to show you a little white wine. Gregory Graham today, he was the, used to be the winemaker for Rombauer. Those are the guys. Made their Rombauer Chardonnay pretty famous. And Gregory Graham does some good stuff. Doing dry Riesling in there today. So a drier white wine works good. Chardonnay is fine. Sauvignon Blanc, whatever you like to drink, really. Because you're only going to put about half a cup. Don't go buy a special bottle. Whatever's in your cupboard, whatever you want to eat with the dish, so on and so forth. So, give me just a second. We'll be right back after that browns up. Alright, nice and brown. Give you a shot of that pan. So you can see the sausage in there getting nice and brown. Onions and all that are getting a little crispy. And at this point it goes pretty quick, so we'll just start dumping stuff in there. I'm going to try this with one hand. Potatoes and corn, right in, like that. We're going to do those chilies, chipotles, and chili de arbol, if I can get them on the bowl. And we're going to do that salt, pepper, a little bit of oregano in there. Switch hands. We're going to give this a quick stir, just to kind of get everything mixed in. You can already see, you know, like I said, we got a nice hot pan, so stuff is browning up pretty quick. And we're going to throw some wine in there. Get some good steam, probably like a cup of wine. Throw the recipe on the blog. And from there we're going to let that sit about 8 minutes. 8 or 10 minutes. Want those potatoes to get started cooking, all those flavors to, you know, start working together and get all that good stuff going. Get all combined, and then we're going to throw that seafood in there, and it'll take like 3 or 4 minutes from there. Nice and quick, nice and simple. Throw it in a bowl and we're ready to eat. So let that cook away. Notice I did throw a lid on there. Did I mention that? Put a lid on there because we want to hold all those flavors in, get all those aromatics working, and that's about it. Be back in a second. Alright, we're back. So you can see we cooked a lot of that liquid out of there. There's just a little bit in the bottom. Potatoes are just about soft, which is just right. So basically what we wanted to do is get most of that liquid cooked out. We're going to add the clams, we're going to add the shrimp in there. They're going to let all that liquor out of them and provide a little more broth for steaming. So go ahead and dump those clams in there. No shrimp. So give that a little stir. Actually, I think we need just a touch more liquid. We'll throw a touch of wine in there just to get more. And then lid back on. From there, we're talking about 3 or 4 minutes. We're going to throw those tomatoes in, let it cook about a minute more, and be set to go. Oh, you know what? One more thing. See, even I forget stuff. Got to throw a little lime in there. So half that lime, we're going to throw right on top. Just squeeze the juice out of it, like so. And I'm not sure if anybody's asking themselves this or not, but I am. When I set the camera down and I do that little fast forward thing, I just want to show you I'm not using any fancy camera, well, not camera tricks, you know, kitchen TV magic where I just pull out a finished dish. So literally the video that you're watching, maybe a couple minutes more than that, that's what it takes. I usually say, you know, about 15 to 20 minute meals is what I shoot for, because even though I love to cook, I don't really love to cook, if you know what I mean. So we're going to do one of those fast forward things. Give it a minute. And there we go. Like I said, about 4 minutes or so, steaming with that lid on. You can see all that good yummy juice in there. And all that seafood, shrimp are nice and cooked. Clams are just about all opened up. We're going to throw the tomatoes in there and give them another minute. Your clams, if you buy nice fresh clams, they should all be popped open by now in the cooking. If there are any that are not open, and other people say don't eat them, I leave it up to you. And so there we go. We're going to let that sit for another minute, no cover, so we can evaporate some of that liquid out of there. And we're going to bowl it up. We're going to throw a little more lime on top, and then it's time to eat. Alright, let's go ahead and throw that in the bowl here. Get set up. And a nice close-up as we're dumping that stuff, huh? Talking to the camera guy like there's actually somebody else here. Alright, turn that heat off. There's actually enough here for 2. I'm eating solo tonight, but you know, it's hard to cook just for one person. Doesn't make good leftovers, so I might have to eat both tonight. But we're going to dump that in the bowl there. We're going to do like any good Chinese restaurant does and make sure that everybody gets 2 shrimp. Right? Don't you love how they always put just like 2 shrimp or 1 shrimp or whatever on your dish? Anyway, there's that. A little bit of everything good in there. Throw that lid back on just to keep it warm in case I'm eating. And good squeeze of lime juice on there. Okay. And that's about it. We've got red potatoes right here, soaked up all that good flavor from the seafood, the clams, and the shrimp, of course. 2 of my favorite seafoods. That andouille sausage gives it a nice good kick, good spice, and good umami flavor, which is the meat, you know, earthy meat kind of flavor that we all like. And let's see, spice, onions, corn, makes it nice and sweet. Tomatoes kind of richen it up, round it out, give you a good base there. And we threw Riesling in there, which would go awesome if you want to drink a glass of Riesling. I wouldn't go Chardonnay, I'd go Riesling or Viognier, I think. Something kind of crisp and a little bit dry. But for me, it's Corona time. Enjoy.